Hi, as you can see, I've logged back into the console, but I'm getting an error message here saying VMware Tools needs to be installed. So how do we install VMware Tools on our virtual machine in ESXi? Well, first of all, your VM needs to be running. I'm going to double click on my VM to open it up. I'm going to drag it over. I'm going to click Folder Explorer, and I'm going to show you that we don't have any DVD mounted. VMware do a great job by allowing us to do this in a very simple way. So navigate right over to the left underneath virtual machines, select your virtual machine, like mine is Windows 10, and then go to Guest OS, move over, and then from the drop down select Install VMware Tools. And this will install VMware Tools into our virtual machine. And as you can see here, it's now popped up in the DVD drive, and it's very simple. Just double click this icon here to open up VMware Tools. Click yes, and this will begin the installation of VMware Tools. And I encourage you guys to go ahead and install VMware Tools on your virtual machines running ESXi, because it does a number of things. A, it gives you a smoother experience, and B, it allows you to do a lot of cool things like copy and paste between your physical desktop and your virtual desktop. So again, VMware Tools are there to help streamline the virtual machine and really give it a nice look and feel in terms of making things smoother, right down from your screen to your keyboard, as well as to sharing files and everything else. So again, installing VMware Tools is pretty easy. As you can see, it'll update your graphic drivers. Once it's installed, it'll also remove the backup files, and then of course it'll ask for a reboot. I'm going to go ahead and click Finish and click Yes, and this is going to go ahead and reboot that virtual machine. I'm just going to close this down while we wait for that VM to reboot. Once that VM has rebooted, we should see the message in the VMware ESXi console should disappear, because we have completed that task by successfully installing VMware Tools. I'm going to go into the Windows 10 console here and hit the refresh button, and this will just refresh the console for us, and we'll just wait for this virtual machine to fire up. We'll log back in, we'll hit refresh again, and we'll confirm that that error message that was telling us to install VMware Tools has disappeared. So let's give it a second for the virtual machine to completely load. So the virtual machine has loaded completely. As you can see, we've got no error message here. Let's hit refresh just to confirm, and then let's double click on our VM, and once our VM opens up, let's go to File Explorer, and let's go to Control Panel and see if we can actually find that VMware Tools has installed. So I'm going to click type CON, bring up Control Panel, and then I'm going to go into Programs and Features in my Control Panel, right at the bottom here next to Power Options. And then as you can see now in the menu here, I have VMware Tools installed, and this will help the machine run a lot quicker, smoother in terms of dragging stuff around the desktop. As you can see, it's already improved quite a bit. So that's how you install VMware Tools on a virtual machine using the ESXi console. And you can do the same for Linux and any other, and the same for Mac OS as well. So again, I do encourage you to install VMware Tools if you are running it in a VMware ESXi or vSphere environment. Another thing I wanted to show you is if we wanted to rename our virtual machine on the fly, we can do that as well. We can click Edit, and we can come into our VM options and we can change the name. I might want to call this just Win10, and just click Save, hit the refresh button, and it's changed the name to Win10, and you can see that right here. So you can rename virtual machines, you can also migrate your virtual machines, but again, this little lab was to get you familiar with actually installing VMware Tools. And I look forward to seeing you in the next lab.